First this evening, let's queer up politics, baby. Biden exits 2024 race, endorses Harris for historic presidential bid, but what's in it for LGBTQ+? In an unprecedented turn of events, President Joe Biden has dropped out of the 2024 race for the White House. His decision comes after a disastrous debate with Donald Trump, raising concerns about his fitness for office just 4 months before the election. In his exit announcement yesterday, President Biden endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris to take on Trump, urging the Democratic Party to unite behind her. The Harris campaign raised more than $50 million from small donors in the first 24 hours on the news. The Biden administration has been a staunch supporter of the LGBTQ+ community. The administration finalized a pro-equality Title IX rule, strengthened Affordable Care Act protections, signed the Respect for Marriage Act, appointed a record-breaking number of LGBTQ+ judges, and recognized National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, among other achievements. Biden's departure leaves a significant vacuum in national LGBTQ+ support. However, the LGBTQ+ community of America is hopeful about Kamala Harris, who has a strong record of supporting LGBTQ+ equality, reproductive freedom, and other progressive causes. If elected in November, Harris would make history as the first woman of color, the first Black woman, and the first South Asian woman to be president. In 2004, Harris conducted marriages for same-sex couples when San Francisco Mayor Gavin Newsom declared same-sex marriage legal. As California Attorney General, she played a crucial role in restoring marriage equality in the state. One of her signature stances was her opposition to Proposition 8, the voter-approved initiative that revoked marriage equality in 2008. After Prop 8 was overturned in 2013, she officiated the first post-Prop 8 same-sex marriage in California. Elected to the U.S. Senate in 2016, Harris has received perfect scores on the Human Rights Campaign Congressional Scorecard, indicating strong support for LGBTQ+ equality. She has also earned perfect ratings from reproductive rights groups such as Planned Parenthood, Action Fund, and NARAL Pro-Choice America. Harris has spoken out against anti-LGBTQ+ legislation in conservative states and has hosted Pride Month receptions. She even visited New York City's Stonewall Inn, a significant site in the LGBTQ+ rights movement. Harris also met with WNBA star Brittney Griner and her wife Cherelle before Brittney's first game after her release from captivity in Russia. Her work for the community was so impactful that President Biden honored Harris by gifting her the pen he used to sign the Respect for Marriage Act in December 2022. As we approach the November election, all eyes will be on Kamala Harris and her historic campaign. Wow. Okay. A lot to unpack, folks. Yesterday Biden stepped down and immediately endorsed Kamala, as he should. Kamala Harris is more than qualified to be the next president of the United States. And we need everybody's support right now. I'm wearing my pearls and my Chucks, in support of Kamala Harris. And she's going to need all our help, and I've got to say that it's hard to celebrate that she's a woman. Right? And that she might be the first woman of color to take that role. It's hard to celebrate it. And I think that Adriana will help me with this on this. It's hard to celebrate it because I keep on waiting for like the other shoe to fall. I keep on waiting for people to say, her parents weren't born here. So, a la Obama, and try to pick out her history. Her history has been plain and true. She is qualified for this role. She has gone to bat for us on many, many occasions. Obama thought of her as a great person. Biden knows that she could be an incredible successor for him. Where are you on all of this? Do you understand where I'm coming from? Where I'm just I'm afraid to celebrate.
I know yesterday when I heard the news, I was like, I took a pause and I was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible. But I don't believe it just yet. I cannot believe this just yet. And I think there's going to be somebody that's going to come out, they're going to say something and just blow it to hell.
Yeah.
But as a Black woman, I am energized like I've never been energized before. I definitely was for Biden and was going to vote for Biden, but I didn't have the same compassion and drive behind me now that I do trying to represent and get Kamala elected.
Yeah. Yeah. All those people that voted for Biden, right? When Kamala was the running mate and was the VP need to come up and show up, and do their part. those tens of millions. We're going to need all of them. Greg, where are you on this, baby?
Well, first I want to thank Mr. Biden for his tireless service, especially when it comes to LGBTQ plus issues. He will be greatly missed, but the future once again looks bright. So please don't retire your trademark shades yet, Mr. Biden. Kamala Harris, I mean, everything, all those qualifications that you read about her history, it's just, I'm just happy again. I was living in such fear, in the last couple of weeks, especially after the famous debate, but it's amazing. And again, we must also remember to continue exposing the ever-growing list of lies told by Beverly Hillbilly J.D. Vance. He's as phony as Matt Gaetz's face.
Ooh, and that's phony.
Yeah.
His face looked weird.
Horrifying.
Right? Something that Kamala had posted immediately after the news broke, right, which really is just a sentiment that I'm going to walk away with, right? She says, I prosecuted sex predators. Trump is one. I shut down for-profit scam colleges. He ran one. I held big banks accountable. He's owned by them. I'm not just prepared to take on Trump. I'm prepared to beat him. And I believe that. Part of me kind of wants, and just tell me how you feel on this, part of me kind of wants Biden to step down now and make her president now and have her finish off his term and then be up for re-election, so to speak. I mean, why are you smiling like that?
Because that's what my friends and I have been talking about all day yesterday and this morning.
Okay.
Yes.
So interim president and then president.
I mean, what would Trump do? His face would explode at that moment if he would have to even call her Madam President.
There'd be tomato ketchup everywhere.
If the shoe was on the other foot, I'm sure it sounds like something Trump might have done himself.
Sure.
Yes.
He likes to game the system, so to speak, like that. Not that it's not playing with the system.
But we have to do that. We're in hard times right now, Harrison.
Yes.
This is not playing dirty. This is just playing, period. Okay? We need to play. We got 4 months, people. We don't got time to just sit on our laurels right now.
And if he resigned, it really wouldn't affect his record. He still has this great record of his presidency, and it wouldn't affect it. And there's no shame there.
I think it would put us on the offense instead of always being on the defense.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's where we need to be right now, is on the offense. Again, we only have 4 months. This is a pivotal point right now, right? Where it was, Biden, thank you for your service. You did the right thing. Watching, it was an MSNBC or somebody yesterday just showing his 3-decade plus career in service, right? For our country under Obama, et cetera, he's leaving a wonderful legacy, but it was definitely time for him to step down. Could we have appreciated a couple months ago? Yes, but that's not the cards we're dealt. And now we got to hit the ground running and make sure that that Kamala has all the backing that any man would. And I hate to say that. I hate to bring that up, but it's the truth. This country is ready for a woman president. You guys all came out of a vag. I mean, we're the only ones that can keep things in control. You boys have really messed shit up.
Yeah, well, they were ready in 2016, but unfortunately it didn't turn out that way.
I know, Hillary.
Yes.
I know. But look, Hillary endorsed Kamala immediately.
Both Clintons, yes.
Immediately. I mean, again, you're going to be seeing a lot of people that you know and respect also saying, we want Kamala. Hashtag I'm with her.
Yeah.
Right? So, pull apart whatever you want to pull apart. She's ready to take the job. Now, who do we think that she'll take as her running mate? Anybody got any ideas? Okay. Dream ticket. All right. How about this? I will give you my dream ticket because I know it's not going to happen. Okay. All right. Liz Cheney or Pete Buttigieg. And I get it that the Cheney is like, okay, Adriana's like, she's a Republican, fair. You're not supposed to say that. Right. And I'm like, I get it, but I think we'd get somewhere.
Dream ticket? How about
dream ticket?
How about Kamala Harris and Michelle Obama?
Yeah.
Kamala and Obama. But in reality, the reality is probably won't be Pritzker, probably won't be Shapiro, but it could possibly be Beshear from Kentucky, or I can't think of the guy's name from North Carolina. Because again, Kamala represents that kind of western part of the country. That's why Mark Kelly in Arizona would be great, but that's the West again, and it's a big country. So we're looking for somebody. Kentucky is sort of J.D. Vance territory. By the way, I say Vance because Vance is Yiddish for bedbug, and that's how we should pronounce his name. But the other thing is that the governor of North Carolina would also be good.
I think that. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead, Bob.
From a big picture standpoint, I think the emphasis of the VP picks in both of this are substantial. I have, followed elections in the past where the VP, I don't even remember the person's name, and then we've had VPs like I think there was a Bush in there, it depends. But I think the emphasis of the VP pick is very important, and I also think people should pay a little more attention to the red pick in this case. Something about recently or in the past, condoning who he's now running with, the accountability.
Let's talk about that because we have a J.D. Vance story coming up, and we'll talk about that then. But yes, you're absolutely right. Adriana, what's next, Mama?
So my dream ticket,
tell me,
would be Kamala and Hakeem Jeffries. For me,
that would be a good ticket too.
I love him.
All right. Okay. Well, dream tickets, you're allowed to dream, folks at home, okay? But make sure that, you get out of that dreamland and you make sure you vote, you make sure you're registered and all that. All right. My wife always does mail-in ballot. Not this year, lady. She's walking right in with me. So do that yourselves as well.